Hello, how are you? I want to do one more video this week. And yeah, I'm so glad today is the day. And I'm just tired again of the clown show. It's not even a clown show. I come to the conclusion that they're all crazy. I'm not gonna, please don't take this personal, okay? But most of our country is crazy, regardless what side they are on. They are not thinking. I heard from my friend that she has a friend who is in total fear that Trump would become president. In absolute fear. I'm thinking, why is that? Where's she getting that fear? What is her fear? Where's that fear coming from? Well, she's probably watching, mainstream media. Most of mainstream media are on the side of Kamala Harris and continue this fear propaganda. And all it reminds me of is the pandemic. Same people now are again fear-mongering, and the people are going along with this fear-mongering, or, accepting this fear. Same fear, same irrational fear. And on the other side, same thing. Oh, we're going to have to jump on Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Bad. She's so stupid and dumb. I'm sure the lady isn't dumb. Okay? I'm sure she's not dumb. I mean, what did she do as a vice president? Nothing. At least not anything that I can tell. I don't know. But she was put in this position for a reason. And maybe the reason is exactly to fearmonger or to put down Trump, make him look like whatever she wants him to look like. Is that a script? Yes, it's a script. She got a script. She knows what she can say. She knows also, I think, and this is my prediction, could be wrong, that she's not going to win. I think she already knows. There's no doubt in my mind that she knows, that she doesn't know. I mean, she knows. She's not going to win. I don't think so. I mean, she could if they decide. If the deep state decides that she's going to win, she will win. There's no doubt in my mind. And of course, people are already, there's that fear. Oh, even if Trump wins, they're going to do something to keep him out from being president. This is all stirring the drama mill, the fear-mongering. Yeah, it's drama. It's pulling people into drama, and by pulling them into drama, they do not even see what's going on. See, look over here. This is the magician, what the magician does. Look over here so I can do something over on this side over here that you don't know I did. True magicians know exactly how to trick people, groups of people. And this is what's happening right now. It's been happening all along, people. Oh, yeah, look at this over here. This is all turmoil. And over here, what are they doing? What are they doing in Israel? What are they doing in the Ukraine? What are they doing someplace else? It's unbelievable. And we have been used now for centuries. Human beings have been used for centuries, and they're not waking up. Maybe they will never, ever, ever wake up. I feel sorry for the masses. Maybe I feel, is that the right thing? I feel sorry for the masses. And you can tell, you know what, my videos don't go out there, on YouTube or Rumble or even BitChute. I have problems on BitChute or uploading. So if I don't upload all my videos on BitChute, it's because my internet is pretty bad and it's not compatible with BitChute. The BitChute system is a little primitive, I think. And so if there's glitches in my upload, it shuts me out from BitChute. See, if there's a glitch on upload with YouTube, it just stays there and I can't get back on it. Or even Rumble. I don't get kicked out. So I will not force anything. And if one of my videos, which takes 1.5 hours to upload, doesn't upload and I get to the end and then all of a sudden it shuts me out, that will be the end of it. I will not try it again. So I have decided that my main ones are now, of course, YouTube and then Rumble and BitChute as well. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Okay, just wanted to let you know that. But we're in very terrible times. But again, this is not, I don't think it's the first time. I just saw a video, a documentary. Oh man, you need to watch this. It says Free Documents. That's the name of the platform. Free Documents. How Britain started the Arab-Israeli conflict. It's called Free Documentary History. That's what it is. Okay? Free Documentary History. So it's a documentary. How Britain started Arab-Israeli conflict. And it's a history about, really you can say, Zionism. And how Britain supported that. Or should I say the merchants of Britain. Has all to do with the First World War. Pre-First World War, First World War. I've done some research in that. So where was I? I was starting to talk about this documentary. And again, a history about Zionism, how Britain was involved in everything, and the whole purpose of creating Zionism, and may have not even come from the Jews, but from Britain, because they were manipulating the whole scene. Britain and France, but France was just a pawn in the whole situation. But Britain, before the First World War and during the First World War, manipulated everything. It's really a documentary to watch. I am very, very interested in historical things, and I knew quite a lot about the First World War and Second World War and the manipulation of things. But he added more stuff to what I didn't know. And how this whole thing came about. How they forced the Arabs, out of that region. Even though they fought with England to bring down the Ottoman Empire. I hope you're familiar with at least some of the history, maybe not, but you should watch it. Ottoman Empire who was in charge of this region down there, actually the whole region, Middle East, into Egypt, at times even over towards Spain. Ottoman Empire were the Turks, but then the Arab started to rebel, kind of. And if some of you are familiar with Lawrence of Arabia, that's a very good movie to watch, because you can some kind of idea about how the Brits used the Arabs. And it's a very good history, but very detailed history this time, this movie, on this video on Zionism and how Zionism was playing a role in this whole thing, and getting a hold and getting control of the region, and of course, the oil, the resources. And again, using the Arabs, which they are still using today. I think there's one Arab family that was working with the British, and they had two sons, Faisal, which I know Faisal more because he fought with Lawrence of Arabia, but they did very bad to him. Very bad. I think he then he got Iran or something, or Iraq. And then his brother, I don't remember what his name was, he got Jordan. So at least they got something, and it's still in the hands of Jordan today, of that family. Okay. Was it Abdul? I don't remember. Anyways, but it's all interesting. I really like that history. But it was very interesting to see how England had a hand in this whole thing. It's amazing. So they used Zionism to get control of the region. They didn't care. They didn't care about the Arabs. They didn't care about the Ottoman. They didn't care about anything. They wanted control of the resources of the region. That was all. And why is that interesting? Is because it's still happening today. Still happening today. You know, are the Jews really in charge of this? No, they were just used. Zionism was created for a purpose. Yeah, the Europeans, they wanted to get rid of the Jews. Yeah, of course. And they didn't say that part, that even before the Second World War, that Germany was highly involved in creating this Jewish state in Israel. Yeah, please do your research. Yeah. Hitler was supporting it. Why? Because everybody in Europe wanted to get rid of the Jews. Or shouldn't I say get rid of the Jews, but they were used. They were used. They were used in many different areas. They were used in Russia and they brought that out to stage the revolution. To bring down the Tsar. Yeah, they were used there as well. Now, why did Europe not want the Tsar? Well, guess what? England didn't want the Tsar, even though they were related. Oh no. England wanted to be all in all, and at the end they didn't get anything. They had to step down and give things to the United States. Of course, they had to use them. And I think that came out in this film too, in this documentary. That England thought, oh, we're going to use the United States, but then the United States, or whoever was behind it, had a different idea. Because then the United States became the empire, not England anymore. However, from the behind the shadows, England is still controlling the Middle East, and we don't see it, do we? It seems, oh, it's all in the hands of the Zionists, it's all in the hands of what Israel government, and yet they are used. You see, they still have to pay back. Oh, they didn't get this stuff for free. They didn't get this country for free. They have to pay by sacrificing, which I say over and over again, sacrificing their own children. Bibi Netanyahu's probably not sacrificing his kids, but the Israelis, or, the Jews that are living there, Israelis, they can be used to fight the war there and maybe finally bring down the Arabs. I don't know what their plan is, because their plan is to take the whole region, right? It's theirs anyways. I don't know why they're even fighting. Because, eventually these regions got their independence, like Syria and Lebanon. They got their independence from France. But maybe whoever, like England, still doesn't want to give these people their freedom. But it's good to see a connection here. I hope people can see the connection, that we have been fooled. And, if you look at how England manipulated the situation, it's unbelievable. And England brought down the Tsar, brought down, again, the Kaiser, which is Germany, which again was a cousin of the king, brought down Austria. They were not related, but he brought down Austria, the Empire of Austria. Austria was a huge, empire. German and Austria together. They brought them down. And then, of course, the Ottoman Empire as well. And all was brought down by lies and intrigue. Man, listen to it. The lies and the intrigue that the England created was unbelievable. It was unbelievable, people. And I think this documentary can also show you very clearly who used to live in that part of the world. And when people live in a part of the world for so long, that's the way it is. It's the way it is. Eventually it all will culminate into this Armageddon war of Revelation 16:12. Everything will culminate in this big, huge Armageddon war, during which the beast, which is European Union, and the false prophet will be destroyed. It's just interesting that England wants to keep herself out of this European Union. It's really the most interesting thing that I see. She acts like she doesn't belong to that union. And yet she is. She is part of the European Holy Roman Empire. She's hiding. It's very conniving and deceptive. I think England is very deceptive. I'm not talking about the regular English people, you know that. I'm talking about as a political system. But who isn't? Who isn't? Who isn't conniving and whatever they're doing? Yeah, people, I wanted to just leave you this video. Please watch it. It's very good information about history. And if we don't know about history, how in the world can we understand what is happening today? Of course, I'm sure they're not saying everything. I know they're not saying everything. It's just part of a puzzle piece for that time in history. Small puzzle piece. And I'm interested in constantly putting things together. I'm seeing in one right here, says Israel, Palestine, 60 years of violence. So once you look at these videos, other ones will come up. Did England know that? Did England know what they created? Of course they did. Of course they did. They have done this over and over in history. They're almost like the United States. They go in and say, oh yeah, we're bringing democracy. And then all they do is create chaos in every country so they can take over and profit from it. Should I blame? Should I blame the politicians? Should I blame the King of England? The monarchy? Who should I blame? Who is getting the profit? Who's making the profit of all this violence? Does England, does the monarchy care about the violence they are creating? He is the king, right, of England? Doesn't he have some responsibility in what's going on? And the policies? Political policies? Horrible. Very horrible. And people support that. I don't know how in the world he got away. All the other monarchs were taken down, at least the big ones. And how in the world does he dare to still, exist? I know he's being used. And my question is, who is behind even the government of England? Who is behind it? Who's behind the politicians? Because I'm telling you right now, there is a deeper state even there. There's a deeper state. There's a deeper plan, which I always say, remember the hierarchy of power. The hierarchy of power. Who is on top? Lucifer. And that's where the plan is coming from. There is no doubt in my mind that behind England, if you go up, you'll get to the all-seeing eye. Through who? Through the Vatican. Because the Vatican is, or Babylon the Great, is right below Satan. He's the spokesperson of Satan. He's the man of sin. Yeah, they did a sneaky way of covering up, right, the Pope, because England has their own church, right? Oh, there's no connection to the Pope. England is not, controlled by the Pope anymore. So we think. something to research. Yes, people. Learn about history in order to understand the present time. And stop being deceived. The more information you collect, the more open-minded you are. Start thinking. Because today's situation has to do with the past. And I'm sure we can find a lot more information even beyond the Ottoman or before the Ottoman, before the First World War. But I know the First World War was extremely important in this whole thing. What happened then? And why even the First World War happened. That's what destroyed the Holy Roman Empire. Or not destroyed it, but gave it a head wound. Revelation 13. That's where the head wound came in. The Holy Roman Empire received a head wound. It was wounded. And out of it came the European Union. That's how it continued. Anyways, I'm coming to an end. Let the Holy Spirit guide you always.